it's back to school time for Thierry Marx.
Hi, how are you?
That day, the two-star chef inaugurates his training school for kitchen assistants.
Bien, bien. What did you change? I'll take you up there.
He wanted to create it in the area he grew up in, the 20th arrondissement of Paris. 8 students were selected after an interview. All are unemployed, but say they have a passion for cooking. They've come to learn a new trade in a sector that's recruiting.
Hello, sit wherever you like.
3 months of free training financed by the town hall of the 20th arrondissement, a temporary employment agency and social integration organizations, distribution of uniforms and the chef's first advice.
A cook doesn't dress like a sack. The first thing your employer will notice is where you come from. He'll see that from what you are wearing. Okay? If you've got an unironed jacket, unironed pants, a bad hem, dirty shoes, that's pretty much where you're coming from. A shit company, all right? So if you're impeccable, we say wow. For the duration of the training, we also lend them the perfect cook's briefcase.
Butcher's knife, filleting knife, and other surprises.
And I don't know what that is, but I think I'm about to learn. This is the classic vegetable peeler, but a tough one.
Practical classes are held across the street. Here in the kitchens of an elementary school.
Hello. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Students will have 6 hours of lessons a day from Monday to Friday. Thierry Marx will come 1 day a week. The chef, a former paratrooper in the French army, then a blue helmet, is the pioneer of molecular cuisine in France. Thierry Marx is not paid for this work. He just wants to help young people, as he has been doing for a long time. But this is the first time he has lent his name to a school.
To train is in the chef's genes. It's been passed on, we pass it on, we're currents of transmission.
Let me start again, 1. Maybe 2 folds. Here, look, all that there on the hips, eh?
Thierry Marx is backed up by Gérard Cagna, a retired restaurateur and former 2-star chef. He will be the main teacher. From apron fitting to neck knots, the students have everything to learn.
2.
Do you know how to tie a tie or not?
Not at all.
I thought we'd start with scallops, turbot, lobster. No, we'll start with a leek. The first leaf is removed. Maybe the second one. See there?
The 2 chefs do not intend to turn their students into great cooks, but into assistants. By teaching them 4 basic gestures, such as cutting vegetables or cooking meat, the basics of cooking.
It's the basic tools. The basic tools so that they don't cut themselves, don't burn themselves, that they're efficient, fast, that they learn to live this trade with really very simple basics, but which everyone agrees that 60% of young people don't have in the kitchen.
This is important because it'll empty your knife. It's this bit of phalange here that you use to guide the size of the vegetables. I'm stuck here, I can't cut myself. Don't try to go fast at first, just be precise with your hand movement.
Tapa Dembele is 24 years old. He's no stranger to these gestures, despite internships in prestigious restaurants, such as the Tour d'Argent in Paris.
That's why I came to this training. I was missing a lot of the technical basics. I struggled a lot in the corporate world.
I don't care if it's well done or not. That's not the point. It's just that you understand the roundings.
Caroline quit her job as a graphic designer, which she no longer enjoyed. She's never worked in the kitchen.
You've got to get used to the straight and narrow. That's it, okay? Don't try to go fast, just try to get the movement right. Come on, let's get started. Your turn. Let's get started.
In 3 months, these future kitchen assistants will not only have to know how to peel vegetables, but also how to create sauces and cook dishes like real professionals.
It took you half an hour. In less than 2 weeks, you'll have to do it within 15 minutes.
At 44, Jean-Serge Lecointre is the oldest candidate. 3 years ago, he was made redundant from his sales position. He used to sell roller shutters. Today, he only receives 470 euros a month. He lives with his partner in Maison Alfort on the outskirts of Paris. He takes advantage of his subway journeys to revise his recipes.
I know very well that we're going to be working on choux pastry, certainly, so even if I know them by heart, I like to reread them to make sure that when I arrive, I'm perfectly straightforward and ready to start.
It's Lydia, his partner, who has helped him get through these 3 years of unemployment. She is a medical assistant. Her salary supports the household. But she's not the only one who supported him.
Hello. Bonsoir, mon Brissou.
Bryce is a childhood friend of Jean-Serge. Tonight, they celebrate the light at the end of the tunnel.
We've been waiting for this for years.
Well, listen, you did it.
Here's to success.
At the end of this training, Jean-Serge should receive a certificate of professional qualification. In 3 months, it's almost the equivalent of a professional diploma, which would take 2 years to obtain.
We realized that if he didn't have a minimum of experience or even a diploma in the field, the doors were closed. What we needed was for a door to open, and it did. If it hadn't, I'd have been angry.
As the weeks go by, the candidates suffer.
Not with your hands, it's a knife, not with your hands. What's this? This is new, with the hands. But you know, I don't want that. I'd be intractable, you know that, eh?
The chef is demanding and won't accept any excuses.
That's nice. Yes, but look.
Yes, it's better.
It's better. No, let me explain. You listen. I take care of you, you listen. You stay there. No, you go out quickly to do that. You see, a clean plate. You center it delicately. You don't serve the customer an omelet like that in a corner.
I was just about to, sir.
I didn't hear that.
I was going to center it once.
I didn't hear that either. I can't hear that.
Gerard Cagnier doesn't just teach them to cook, but to accept orders and pressure.
Can you see the difference? So either you're a little small or you're too big. It's somewhere in between. But go on.
It's almost military, in fact. We're only commis de cuisine. We're not 2 chefs. We're under the orders of a chef.
And not everyone can stand the pressure.
No good. You haven't prepared your apple. I've shown you 10 times. And the onion? It doesn't belong there yet. I've shown you 10 times. Let's start like this. We prepare the apple. We make a single gesture. You remember? And then you simple keep going like that. A pretty elegant gesture, you see? Come on, you're an apple ahead. See, there you go. Hop. 3.5 seconds. There's not a trace on the apple. The model there. You have the model there. No trace, not a trace. You know I won't let it go. So don't expect me to jump on you. You're hurting it. She's crying. Look at her. The apple is crying. It's all grainy. Look at it. It's grainy. Look at it. It's soft. Like a baby's skin. This looks like my grandmother's bottom. All crumpled up. Come on.
Tapa remains silent. This will be his last class. He's not coming back. He'll never give an explanation. After 3 years of unemployment, this training course enabled Jean-Serge to find a job. A few weeks later, he was working for the military academy. He didn't join the army. He's a canteen clerk. A temp job paying 1,400 euros net, 3 times what he used to earn. A recruiter offered him jobs 10 days after the training. It's not yet haute gastronomy. Here, dishes arrive vacuum-packed, already prepared. All Jean-Serge has to do is cook and serve.
Bon appétit. A little rice. Voilà, madame. Bon appétit.
He serves 1,500 people in 2 hours. Here too, a chef puts on the pressure.
Gentlemen, you can speed things up a bit. We've got the queue down to the red dye, so you can speed things up a bit if you like. Thank you for your time.
But the former salesman has found his calling.
I earn my living from cooking, and I especially enjoy it, which is completely different from my former profession.
A radical change that will even be rewarded with a diploma.
Adrien Andres.
For the occasion, he invited his family. Caroline, his sister, Lydia is here too.
And then Andres, my companion, Lydia.
Like Jean-Serge, the other 5 students have all found temporary work or jobs in restaurants, less than a month after completing their training. Thierry Marx is delighted, and has even hired one of his new commis chefs in his Parisian establishment.
His heart, not very strong. I know. I'm calling for Jean-Serge Lecoit.
Merci.
Thank you very much. I'm really very happy.
How long has it been since you graduated?
The baccalaureate, 1987.
But this one is really... It's very intense.
Thierry Marx hopes to train around 20 clerks a year. In France, there are still 5,000 vacancies in the restaurant industry.